Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a very easy recipe for a pizza dough. The things you're going to need is 2 cups. Sometimes you'll need 2 cups and a half. Just depends. You're also going to need 1 full tablespoon of olive oil. You're going to need 1 teaspoon and a half of instant yeast. And then you're going to need 1 tablespoon and a half of sugar and 1 teaspoon of salt. And yeah, those are the things you're going to need. I'm using all-purpose flour just in case you're wondering. But yeah, let's go ahead and get with the rest of the video, the procedure. But you're also going to need 3/4 cups of water, warm water. I put it about 40 seconds in the microwave, and that's kind of the temperature you need it for to activate your yeast. And so I just added my yeast and sugar into my water, and then I let it rise for 5 minutes till it activates. And then I added my salt and olive oil. It might look like I'm adding way too much, but it's because I'm doubling the recipe because I'm making 2 pizzas. This is enough to make 1 big pizza, but if you want to make 2 or you're barely trying out the recipe, just stick with 1 so you try and actually it's really good. But if not, you can double the recipe and you'll get 2 big pizzas. Then I just mix everything through, and I'm going to start adding my flour. I do not sift my flour for pizza dough. You can do that if you want to. I personally don't. Then I just started mixing. I'm using a standing mixer. You can do it by hand, but it will take longer. I normally do all my videos, by hand, just so you can see that you can do it, but like today I was really not looking forward to it, so I just used my standing mixer. And you want to mix, let that go for 6 to 7 full minutes. I know it sounds a lot, but believe me, it'll be out perfect. You want to put it into a bowl, grease it first with some olive oil, let it rise. I put it into my oven for 1 hour and 15 minutes. Normally it's 1 hour 30 minutes, but I let it 1 hour 15 minutes, and it was enough for me. I was actually selling cakes this day. This is why I didn't do it like that. But either way, I'm just gonna start rolling out my dough. I do recommend to do it with the rolling pin, just because with your hands you start to activate the yeast since your hands are warm already by itself. And this dough is so nice to work with. It's not very elastic that you try to roll it out and then it comes back to the same form it was already. I'm telling you, it's perfect, and I'm pretty sure if you try it out, it will come out delicious. You will find no need to go and buy pizza ever again. I promise you. And so then I'm just putting it into this pan. I really don't know what you would call it. I'm sorry, just a skillet? No, I don't know. It's not popping into my head. But if you have a pizza pan already, use that. But I don't. I'm not a pizza person. I do it for my house, but I don't do it every week, so I don't see no need of, buying it. That in the future I probably will, but not right now. So once you get it to the size of your pan, what you want to do is just, fit it into the pan you're using. And then I like to add cheese in my crust. That's how it tickles your pickle, really, just however you want it. But yeah, and so as you're gonna see, I'm gonna start rolling, folding the edges so the cheese is in there, but there's gonna be an excess to it. I just take it off and I make a mini pizza with this dough's crust and then the other dough's crust, and it turns out delicious. You can use anything. Let's say you have meat left over from last night, you can use that. Like I said, it's just whatever you want. It's all preference. I'm just gonna show you the normal old pepperoni pizza. And so I'm just folding the edges together. I'm just locking in there the cheese. And so then I'm just gonna add my tomato sauce. You're gonna be like, where's the recipe? Well, I'm sorry, I did not record that. I was such in a hurry. Like I said, I was selling cakes this day. I was too busy. But either way, you're just gonna need 4 tomatoes, and you're gonna add just a little tiny water, and you're gonna let those cook until like it starts, you know, leaving its own juice. Then you want to mash them up. You can blend them, but I like mashing them by hand better. And then I'm not gonna tell you how much of everything. It just depends what flavor you want it. But you're gonna need some oregano. Um, you're gonna need ground onion. I'm sorry, ground garlic, and salt and pepper to taste. That's what I use, and it turns out perfect. But if you wanted something easy, just go by the store. But why not do it at home? It's very simple to do. Once you mash up your tomatoes, you're just gonna add that until like it's puree. But then you can also do it in your blender. Doesn't really matter. Then I'm just gonna add my cheese into it. This is some old-fashioned mozzarella cheese. But yeah, it's very simple to do. And then you're just gonna add the pepperoni, just however it looks. That's exactly how you do it. You can do it many ways, but like I said, I'm just showing you this way to do it so you know how the dough turns out. You bake it in there for 30 minutes and it should turn out like this. It comes out delicious. I promise you. Make it at home and you won't